Hey, and welcome back to my video. And today we are going to study chapter number 6. Yesterday we read the chapter number 5 where we see the principle 5 that let the other person save face. Okay, उनकी उनकी गलतियों को सेव करने को उनको दें. Okay, give a chance to save her face. एंड आज हम रीड करने वाले हैं द चैप्टर नंबर 6 दैट इज हाउ टू स्पर पीपल ऑन टू सक्सेस. स्पूर का मतलब तो पता नहीं, लेकिन जब हम इसको रीड करेंगे तभी हम आपको समझाएंगे. एंड दिस चैप्टर टेक्स up to 15 to 30 minutes. Okay. Peter Barlow was an old friend of mine. He had a dog and pony act and spent his life traveling with circuses and vaudeville shows. I love to watch Peter train new dogs for his act. I noticed that the moment a dog saw the slightest improvement, Peter petted and praised him and gave him meat and made a great too about it. Okay, that nothing new. वो आप उनके लिए न्यू नहीं था. Animal trainers have been using that same technique for centuries. वो टेक्निकों में एनिमल्स ट्रेनर्स वो यूज कर रहे हैं बहुत सालों से. Why, I wonder, don't we use the same common sense when trying to change people that we use when trying to change dogs? Why don't we use meat instead of a whip? Why don't we use praise instead of condemnation? Let us praise even the slightest improvement that inspires the other person to keep on improving. मीन्स भाई छोटी छोटी जो इम्प्रूवमेंट होती है उसमें ना हम बंदे को है क्या बोलते हैं उसे इम्प्रूव इंस्पायर करना चाहिए. एंड द अदर पर्सन कीप इम्प्रूविंग. इन दिस बुक आई एंट मच baby, but I am all I got. The psychologist just layer comments, phrases like sunlight to the warm human spirit. We cannot flower and grow without it. And yet, while most of us are only too ready to apply others the cold wine of criticism, we are somehow reluctant to give our fellow the warm sunshine of praise. Okay, and I can look back at my own life and and see where a few words of a phrase have sharply changed my entire future. Can't you say the same thing about your life? History is replete with striking illustrations of sheer witchery rise. For example, many years ago, a boy of 10 was working in a factory in Naples. He longed to be a singer, but his first teacher discouraged him. You can't sing. Okay? He said, you haven't any voice at all. It sounds like the wind in the shutter. But his mother, a poor peasant woman, put her arms about him and praised him and told him, see, knew he could sing. She could already see an improvement, and she went barefoot in order to save money to pay for his music lessons. That peasant mother's praise and encouragement changed that boy's life. His name was Enrico Caruso, and he became the greatest and most famous opera singer of in age. So never discourage anyone to do something for their own life in own choices. give a chance that they could show their qualities. In the entire 19th century, a young man in London aspired to be a writer, but everything seemed to be against him. He had never been able to attend school more than 4 years. His father had been flung in jail because he could not pay his debts, and this young man often knew the pangs of hunger. And finally, he got a job pasting labels on bottles of blacking in the infested warehouse, and he slept at night a dismal attic room. Two other boys, gutter snips from the slums of London. He had a little confidence in his ability to write that he sneaked out and made his first manuscript in the dead of night so nobody would laugh at him. Story after story was refused. Finally, that great day came when he was accepted. True, he hasn't paid a shilling for it, but one editor had praised him. One editor has given him recognition. He was so thrilled that he wandered aimlessly around the streets with the tears rolling down his cheeks. The praise, the recognition that he received through getting one story in print changed his whole life. For if it hadn't been for the encouragement, he might have spent his entire life working in red infested factories. You may have heard of that boy. His name was Charles Dickens. Another boy in the London made his living as a clerk in a dry goods store. He had to get off at 5 o'clock, sweep out the store, and slap for the 14 hours a day. It was sheer druggery, and he despised it. After 2 years, he could stand it no longer, so he got off one morning and, without waiting for breakfast, tramped 15 miles to talk to his mother, who was working as a housekeeper. He was frantic. He pleaded with her. He wept. He swore he would kill himself if he had to remain in the shop any longer. Then he wrote a long, pathetic letter to his old schoolmaster, declaring that he was heartbroken, that he no longer wanted to live. His old schoolmaster gave him a little praise and assured him that he really was a very intelligent and fitted for finer things, and offered him a job as a teacher. Thus, that praise changed a future of that boy. Okay, and made a lasting impression on the history of the English literature. For that boy went on to write innumerable best-selling books and made over $1 million with his pen. You have probably heard of him. His name is H. G. Wells. And use the phrase instead of criticism is the basic concept of B.F. Skinner's teaching. This great contemporary psychologist has shown by experiments with animals and with humans that when criticism is minimized and praise is emphasized, the good things people do will be reinforced and poorer things will drop off for lack of attention. And John Rings of Rocky Mount, North Caronia, Carolina used this in dealing with his children. It seems that, as in so many families, mother and dad's chief of communication with the children was yelling at them, and as in so many cases, the children become a little worse rather than better after each such season. So, did the parents? There seemed to be no end in sight for this problem. Mr. Ringspow determined to use some of the principles he was learning in our course of solve this situation. He reported he was learning in our course to solve this situation. He reported we decided to try phrase instead of harping on their faults. It wasn't easy when we all could see where the negative things they were doing. It was really tough to find things to praise. We managed to find something, and within the first day or two, some of the really offsetting things they were doing quite happening. Then some of their other faults began to disappear. They began to capitalizing on the praise where we giving them. They even began going out of their. It did not last forever, but the norm reached after things level was so much better. It was no longer necessary to react the way we used to. The children were doing far more right things than wrong ones. All of this was a result of praising the slightest improvement in the children rather than condemning everything they did wrong. This works on the job too. Keith Roper of Old Woodland Hills, California, applied these principles to a situation in his company. Some material come to him in his print shop, which was of exceptionally high quality. The printer who had done this job was a new employee who had been having difficulty adjusting to the job. His supervisor was upset about what he considered a negative attitude and was seriously thinking of terminating his services. When Mr. Roper was informed of this situation, he personally went over to the print shop and had a talk with a young man. He told him how pleased he was with the work he had just received. The pointed out in it was the best work he had seen produced in that shop for some time. He pointed out exactly why it was superior and how important the young man's contribution to the company. Okay, do you think this affected that young printer's attitude toward this company? Within day, there was a complete turn about. He told several of these co-workers about the conversation and how someone in the company really appreciated good works. And from that day on, he was a loyal and dedicated worker. What Mr. Roper did was not just flutter the young printer and say you are good. He specifically pointed out how his work was superior because he had singled out a specific accomplishment. Other than just making a general flattering remarks, his phrase become much more meaningful to the person to whom it was become much more meaningful to the person to whom it was given. Everybody like to praise, but when praise is specific, it comes across as sincere, not something the other person may be saying just to make one feel good. Remember, all we all crave appreciation and recognition, and will do almost anything to get it. But nobody wants insincerity. Nobody wants flattery. Let me repeat. The principal thought in this book will work only when they come from the heart. I am not advocating a bag of tricks. I am talking about a new way of life. Talk about changing people. If you and I will inspire the people with whom we come in contact to realization of a hidden treasures. The possesses we can do far more than change people. We can literally transform them. Exaggeration. Listen to these sage words from William James, one of the most distinguished psychologists and philosophers America has ever produced. Compared with what we ought to be, we are only half awake. We are making use of the only a small part of our physical and mental resource. Stating the thing broadly, the human individual thus lives for within his limits. He possesses power of various sorts which has habitually failed to use. Yes, you have are reading these lines possesses powers of various sorts which you habitually fail to use, and one of these powers you are probably not using to the fullest extent is your magic ability to praise people and inspire them with a realization of their latent possibilities. Abilities, whether under criticism, they blossom under encouragement to become a more effective leader of people apply, and that is principle 6. Okay, praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. Okay, principle 6 says that praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Encourage in every so slightest improvement, and be hearty in your approbation and lavish your praise. Okay, this is all about the chapter number 6 of the part 4 of the how to win friends and people, influence people. Okay, okay, this is as today date is 15 September 2024, and see you next in another video with another. Okay, bye bye guys, तब तक बाय. ओके, मैं सोच रहा था कि कुछ अलग ही वीडियो बनाई है.